Welcome student. Today's topic is substation. So in this we'll study what do we mean by substation. So different types of substation based on their voltage level, based on the design consideration. So firstly we'll see what do you mean by substation. A substation is an assembly of apparatus which is installed to control transmission and distribution of electric power. So we have an assembly of all types of equipments which have been insulated and they have been installed. So in order to have a control over transmission and distribution of an electrical power. So substation are the most important part of power system. So a substation is a part of electric generation, transmission as well as distribution. So what is important? There should be a continuity of supply without interruption right from generating station to receiving station. So distribute the power for each type of consumer and its utilization. So to have a successful operation, most care must be taken to see that it should be designed and the building of substation should be done very well. So our substation will transform voltage from higher value to lower value or from lower value to higher value, as well as some of the important factors like they can convert the system, they can switch the system. So in this we'll study different types of substation. So what are the basic needs of a substation? So if we consider practical consideration, it has to satisfy the load growth, it has to accommodate new generation, it has to maintain reliability requirement. So if we go for technical consideration, we have to have step up and step down voltage level. There should be no break in the power flow. It should provide support to the power flow. So these are different types of substation. On basis of service requirement, we have transformer substation, switching substation, power factor correction substation, frequency changer substation, converting substation, industrial substation. And based on the design consideration or the constructional features, we have outdoor substation, indoor substation, pole mounted substation, underground substation. So first we'll study about transformer substation. So in this type of substation, we can change the voltage from one value to another value at generating station. So the transformer step ups the voltage either to 6.6 kilovolt, 11 kilovolt to 132 kilovolt to 20 kilovolt for primary transmission lines. So hence changing the voltage from one value to another value is done with the help of a transformer. Hence this type of transformer station are called as transformer substation. So this is universally used and they are used in small sizes in hill station. So next we'll study about switching substation. In switching substation, they simply perform the switching operation of power lines, either switching on and off for different lines and as well as for transmission incoming lines. So there will be no change in the voltage, only switching operations are done in such type of substation. Incoming voltage and frequency will be same as outgoing voltage and frequency. So those are called as switching substation. Power factor correction substation. So to improve the power factor of the power system, so we should have a power factor correction system. So due to the parameters in the line, there is more variation in voltage as well as power factor. So there is a need of controlling the receiving end voltage and power factor of transmission lines. So for this purpose, synchronous conductors are installed at the end of the receiving line. So in order to accommodate the synchronous condensers, related equipments and accessories are required, and this type of substation is used at receiving end line. So in this figure you can see the synchronous condensers are being accumulated and they are used at receiving end of the lines in order to improve the power factor. Frequency changer substation. So this type of substation will change the supply frequency, so hence they are called as frequency changer substation. So such substation are used for industrial purpose. So some of the industries like where induction furnaces are used and they require high frequency for heating purpose, where tractions are used where they require frequency about 16.5 kilohertz. So such a separate substation has been maintained and they are required for such purpose. So next we'll study about converting substation. Here it converts AC power into DC power with the help of static converting devices like thyristors or SCRs or igniters. So here certain applications like electric traction, electroplating, electric welding, DC is required. So AC is been bought by the transformer, and using the ignitrons, thyristors, AC is been converted into DC. So DC supply from such substations are being supplied for DC distributors to the places wherever it is been utilized. So next, based on the design consideration, so we will be studying the constructional features and how different types of substations are being used. So this type of substation is outdoor substation. Wherever voltage level is beyond 66 kilovolt, such type of substation have been constructed. Particularly, it consists of n number of equipments, controlling mechanisms, protective mechanisms are being installed, where transformer is also installed in open area. So for such substation, clearance is required. So such will be kept more and we require more space. So generally they are located in the load centers. So 11 kilovolt to 440 volt, 3-phase distribution transformer is been fixed, and they have been fixed on the foundation of cement contract above the ground level by an height of 1 meter. So incoming feeder line and outgoing feeder line will be always 3-phase 440 distribution lines. So you can see in the figure, it is an example of an outdoor substation. So this is also an outdoor substation. So here you can see the sketch or the foundation of mounted outdoor substation. It is nothing but a layout diagram for outdoor substation. So see here, it is nothing but a key diagram or a single line diagram of an outdoor substation. So go through it thoroughly, pause the figure and sketch the outline diagram or single line diagram for an outdoor substation. So next type is indoor substation. So this type of substation are having voltage level up to 11 kilovolt and the range can be increased up to 66 kilovolt if the atmospheric is contaminated with impurities. So generally this substation require small size requirements or equipments and small capacity transformer. Hence they have been installed indoor in a closed shade out buildings. So the voltage range is up to 11 kilovolt. Moreover, if the outside climate is not good, then indoor substation is suitable option. So the 3-phase transformer output is fed to industries as well as big cities wherever continuity of supply and bulk power is required. So you can see over here the layout diagram for indoor substation. It is for a simple factory. It has been supplied for a factory or a industry. So the key diagram for indoor substation, or it is also a single bar system with a single bus bar. So the layout diagram is being shown here. So go through it and draw the sketch of it. Type of substation is underground substation. So you can see that wherever highly populated areas are there, so this type of substation is preferable, and space available will be limited, but it is costlier too, as we are equipping the equipments at underground levels. Pole mounted substation, this you have already seen. It is an outdoor substation which has been installed overhead with 4-pole structure. So this type of substation is used for voltage level of 11 kilovolt. In some areas or in some cases it has been given 33 kilovolt, where small industries have been equipped. So go through the layout diagram of a substation. So the figurings have been given and they have been named, where primary power line side is been given A side and secondary power lines B side, that is receiving end. So primary power lines is nothing but sending end, generation system. In between will be having distribution system, and then at secondary power line side will be having receiving end lines, which is used for different apparatus wherever it is being utilized for, say, houses, factories, industries, hospitals, etc. So these are latest electrical substation which are being used in trend now. So Schneider electrical substation automation system it is. Next, it is an automation system where we are controlling or changing the levels of voltages with the help of an automation programs. Gas insulated substation, where SF6 gas is being used and it has been converted for different values of voltage level. But for this type of substation, the requirement is large and it is costly. So for high towns and cities, this type of substation can be suitable. So these are what latest substation. So the signs and symbols which are used in substation, you can see over here. These are different signs and symbols which are electrical symbols. As in electrical engineering we are using over here. So they are used for the layout diagrams of substation. So thank you. Keep watching my videos. If you have any queries, please contact. Thank you.